The history of planet Nibiru. We are at the 6th king that ruled the planet. After Anshar and Kishar ruled, the throne was taken over by their son, Enshar. He was the 6th king from this dynasty. Lord of the Shar was what his name meant. And remember, the word Shar means 1 year for the Nibiru circuit around the sun, which is 3,600 years for us. This king was born with a lot of knowledge. He was very intelligent, and he learned a lot throughout his life. He studied a lot and was a genius of his time. He looked for ways to fix all of these problems. Like Nibiru's path through the heavens, this means that he was studying the cosmos and how planets interact with each other and their circuits and their orbits. The tablets continue to say that he did a lot of research. He was the one that discovered that the planet looped around other 5 planets. He studied each planet's atmosphere, and he did this because he wanted to see if it was possible to fix the atmospheres, to heal them. He is conducting every type of experiment possible and research possible to fix this broken hole in the shield of the atmosphere of Nibiru. What modern day stories don't tell us about Nibiru and the problem they had about the atmosphere is that this went on for thousands and thousands of years on Nibiru, and it was creating a famine and desolation in the lands. Imagine us on Earth if there is a breakage so large in our ozone layer that it affects all of the crops and all of the vegetation. It would be a worldwide problem. It would be a problem of extinction levels for humanity. And that is what they were facing on Nibiru. So this was the most important problem that they had. He used celestial chariots to observe these other 5 planets. And by celestial chariots, they mean spaceships. In fact, in a lot of the scriptures that we find here on Earth, when they refer and use the word celestial chariot, it always means a spaceship. The story goes on to say that these findings were surprising and hard to understand, like they were having difficulty understanding how all of this worked. And in the meantime, Nibiru's atmosphere got worse, circuit to circuit. In the Council of the Wise, people talked about cures and ways to bandage the atmosphere. The atmosphere was highly discussed, and a new shield was tested out to try and see if it covered the planet. Unfortunately, it fell back to the ground. This test did not succeed. At this point, they start testing volcanoes, and they started studying and analyzing the ash from the volcanoes. The Council of the Wise were all focused on the volcanoes now as a possible solution to their problem. Because technically the volcanoes spewed ash into the air, and that was what created their atmosphere. And when the volcanoes stopped, that's when it hurt Nibiru. So the king Enshar says, let volcanoes spew again. And so one group studied how to do that. How it could be done, they figured out. Nevertheless, during his rule, the hole in the atmosphere got bigger.